just going downhill for XPERT. They have to survive only duos till the late game. Tara already plays himself quite decent here. ESG a little bit on top of them. But oh, it's okay. They got themselves so many vehicles, Pikachu, and too many vans. It's more than enough. Even a bike, so each one of them can get their own ride. So they're gonna migrate to another place now. Apparently, will bomb into another team. They're gonna move into the circle.
Oh man, just as we were saying so much about Expert and White, now not a good start for them. But then again, two team members sometimes isn't too bad. We have seen how Yoodo gang actually survived with two team members towards the end and gotten themselves a chicken dinner before from that sort of scenario. So nothing is impossible at this game, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. Tara armed now with a bike here. No big vehicles yet, and now QB looks like has eyes on the side of Supro. Supro finally being found out by QB. Supra is alone though, so he can't get a knock there. If he gets knocked, it will be difficult for his teammates because they are far away from him. That's the beauty of a scout here, ladies and gentlemen. QB looks like he's going to let go of Superlam for now. They're going to make that rotation into the circle because they need to do that before all other teams start to gatekeep. Although my prediction is that it's not going to be much of a gatekeep, but you don't want to be the later teams to actually be in the circle because the next circle will close it, and there you go. It's going to be a long distance for Geek fam and good for a lot of teams still in the middle of the circle. Tonghua Esports, Bigetron, Divinity as well, still within the circle. Traitor Esports, Bosskurr just making themselves into the circle. Looks like they're taking a very safe approach as well into their last survivor really late into the circle, although they could have an opportunity to get into the circle earlier on, but looks like they are chilling there at the side.
That's quite true. The thing is about Geek, even though they are late and they are quite far from the circle, I do notice that's how they've been playing Miramar. That's how they got themselves the chicken dinner. They let everybody else banter around first and just wipe out whatever left on the mess that they're just gonna clean up whatever there is that being left behind. That's how they've been playing for Gig, and it's quite smart too, very intelligent play. But hopefully they can keep up for this one. For the rest of the team, they already tried to get themselves the best positioning ever. Bigetron is one of them. You can see how each one of them tried to get the momentum, get themselves the initial push on the Rocky Mountain here, while on the other hand, reposition themselves, cancel it out. Around graveyard area, quite empty, but except for these two teams trying to banter it out. Kevin getting into the higher grounds. They know Tonghua Esports is just around corner. They can hear the vehicles just there. There you go. Oh my goodness me, he's set away a little bit. If not, Apec already got knocked down with a motorbike just now. Not fast enough with a buggy and two buggies apparently. They don't have any vehicles that have full cover, so buggy quite exposing themselves a bit too much. It's so hard to just get the covers on this kind of a vehicle. They have to go away because they need to reset themselves now.
Correct there. Buggy is not really good. Looking at the skill level of all these teams, if you pass by, even if Buggy is arguably one of the faster vehicles in this game, but even if you pass by to a compound where you will be sighted, there is a high possibility that you will still get shot down as well. Just because, simple as that. This is the PMPL, ladies and gentlemen. These are some of the top teams in the region. You don't want to give a single opportunity to your opponents to shoot you down. Even if you have speed, I'm so sorry, that cover is not just going to be good enough. And now moving over to Team Secret, looks like they do have Divinity in front of them. Matoy is far away. Biu now is being the scout for his team, just trying to sense out anyone in this location, but I don't think they know that Divinity is in this area. Of course, Divinity just standing still, trying to be as still as possible, not moving a muscle from their earlier location. That they can play a little bit safe for now, can play it just like how Net Brotherhood is, just come in at a later stage. But look at this, Steelheart Esports, R-Type 10K knows that Steelheart there. Looks like they're going to make a siege there to the side of Steelheart. Now Panpan now versus Samzy have been knocked down by Samzy, and now the rest of them, you have to go in. Now Vanity has been knocked down, and so one more inside has been knocked down. He's being revived right there in the house. Weidu just managed to get up, and now Idea will need to defend this location. Vanity has been sent back to the lobby, and Panpan is bleeding out. At the same time, looks like Weidu, the bandage will go outside. Weidu, he does not have any other utilities there. Knocked down on the side of Weidu, only Idea left, the last one, team member of SP, and now looks like he will be sent back to the lobby as well, and unfortunately, Steelheart first team to go out of this game.
Not a great start this time, but they have been persistent before this. Hopefully, it will be a great one. Next one for Still Hot. Slowly climbing down, but this time they won't give any mercy for Net Brotherhood. Trying to get as much kill possible. Whole team wipe, and it's a great successful flush there. Get himself 4 extra points in the start of the game. Still in the first few phases of the game, we're looking at La Benita quite occupied only by Net, but the rest is already in smack middle of Graveyard. Those coming out from the west side will be not having to play so many teams, but Naoki already sprayed out against Bamburu. He will try to tap this one now with a sniper rifle. Naoki will reposition himself, taking up the challenge. He really wants to get the kill here, making sure they won't be denying his mobility, reposition his pickup truck. So he's making sure that he got a way out in case he's been cornered. The rest of VAG parked themselves where they were at because they know somebody is being engaged towards them. Naoki taking up the risk while the rest of the team will try to come up from behind. He will try to get relocation from the flanks here. Naoki a little bit too exposed. Have a feeling it will not be great. The moment he pop his head, they will just shred it out his helmet. They're almost halfway through, and Moss Goku happens to be in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Bigetron camping this one out on a higher ground, and the moment they want to go away, they check for them what territory. That warehouse is a dead house if they park themselves there. Pew pew, parked inside. Esport and Y saying there's only 2 of them, and Romeo already down, and Lot 2 are the casualty. Dylan and Saint Sans, last survivor, were being forced into this warehouse, sharing it with them. But Nancy and Pew Pew just gonna go away now. They know there's so many teams here taking the long route, making sure they are safe. They are not gonna challenge this fight on.
Yeah, they can't challenge this because it's going to be really difficult for them. But looks like last survivor, they will rotate on. Now, EVOS VIP. Oh my goodness, not a good location to be at. EVOS VIP right now. The moment you mentioned that, there goes. They've been sent back out to the lobby. Unfortunately, Fredo taking out Haiku. And we do see the kill feed goes out. Jumper taking out Putra. Oh man, just not looking good again. 15th place EVOS VIP. Q2 is now crying, and now Drax, the shots goes out on the Superline. Superline managed to get away to a safer location, but then again, it's the blue zone there, ladies and gentlemen. Superline still managed to bite away. It is still the second zone, so it's still okay, but unfortunately, he had to leave Botax behind. Botax have been sacrificed to the side of Yoodo gang. Superline switching up his vehicle onto a buggy, a faster one, because he needs to get away as soon as possible. So a faster vehicle will be good at this point.
Oh, VIP. And there you go, I cry because I really am sad for them. It's not a good start at all. Bad days for VIP. Superlan really battling the blue there. He got himself a first aid kit. It's going to be fine, but look at that haunted buggy just flipping on itself. That's really rare and scary at the same time. If you're a solo player, that's really excruciating, scary. But Fredo, on the other hand, trying to rush for XPERT, and what have only 2 people left? They will place themselves at 14. Not a great day for them today. For Miramar is just being brutal for these teams. Yoodo gang still trumping them, triumphantly getting over the kills. Already got 7 kills on the side of Yoodo gang. When did they had so many kills?
Oh my goodness. So I think they squad wipe out EVOS VIP. So that's 4 kills there probably, if that's correct. But then again, wow, it's just so many kills racked up here by the side of Yoodo gang. They are just so aggressive. And now looking at this map now, Miss Rose Esports against Tone. Wow, Esports, the 2 Esports team. Now Jojo trying to find a good angle here, but it's not going to be easy. At the same time, Luxy have been knocked down by Andy from another angle. Looks like Nebel tried to butt in, but unfortunately for Luxy, he will be shot down. And now Jojo tried to find a good angle here, but it's not going to be easy when the terrain is on high. High being spotted out by Jojo. The shot's on to high down. Been knocked down. Great spray by Jojo there. High down in trouble. Very hard to go towards him. And now 7up have been taken out by Zolly. And now Jojo did finish down with a grenade there onto the side of high. And now on the other side. Oh no! Bigetron doing his bad party here. Bigetron now on the Jojo. Yoodo has been knocked down by the side of Bigetron, and now Baby Jim will try and save his teammate, but then again it's just too far. Cannot do anything. Baby Jim will make a run for it, will survive for his team. Bigetron again, the kings of third party, coming in to just get those frags or get those kill points up, and now Bigetron will go for the pursuit.
The thing is, sometimes Bigetron hit their own karma because that's what happened to them when they tried to bot in as the third party. Happened to be stuck in two teams suddenly, but now they managed to get high, and there goes bye-bye for him. Wow, trying to survive here with so many teams clamping themselves, squeezing in. We have Rose Esports Syndicate walking down there as well. Kevin already targeted Nate, going in for Nat. That's also Rose Esports. Will it be one stone hitting two birds here? We're talking about big volume kills. Team Secret stuck between Yoodo gang, who is actually on a rampage, thirsty for more blood. Man Parang tossing the Nate, will land on top of Team Secret. Beautiful Nate coming up from Jumper. Rose Esports Syndicate has already been bombarded down by Bigetron at the same time. Yoodo gang going on a lot of kills. To actually healed up. Yoodo Drax getting his pulse on. Still big Team Secret here. Divinity taking the advantage. It's a third party again. Everybody just needs to bot and everybody wants a piece of the pizza. And Fredo, can he survive with almost exploded? Already exploded. That's just a shame for Yoodo gang. They are on a winning streak and killing streak at that, but have to be looking at the wrong direction. They haven't noticed Divinity right behind them. Jumper has the sense now. That's Bosskurr way across that mountain too. They are stuck. While Survivor breathing down their neck here. Jumper and Drex, not much structure to work with except for a couple of terrains here.
Divinity used to have the comfort of the structure and also the circle, but now the circle does not favor them. They will need to make a move, and it's not going to be easy for them because just look at the terrain that they're at. It's going to be a really high ground with Jumper and Drax waiting there if they make any wrong move, so it's not looking good for them. I'm not sure if they have any vehicles parked in the compound, but if they do not have, it's going to be really, really tough. Either way, it's just going to be tough for them just because of how the terrain is. But then again, look at this. Drax will be distracted by other teams all around, but still eyes on the side of Divinity because they want to get their revenge on their captain as well as the star player Fredo. But now Impact looks like he's been knocked down by Drax, and now the second one will be knocked down by Drax as well. And now Drax has been knocked down. He's a juggernaut. Managed to get a knockdown to Drax with the spray from the micro Uzi, but again, unfortunately, he's been knocked down at the same time. Jumper from the other side with a quarter of a life left managed to fend off a couple of Divinity players trying to get to the high ground, but it's not going to be easy, but he is the only one left now. Crucifier trying to find the right angle, sniping off from the below angle, but there you go, but it does not connect. That Jumper still live to tell the tale another day, and Crucifier will try to make a rush for it, but then again, Crucifier is the only team member from Divinity alone right now. Two of his teammates are bleeding out at this point, and Jumper has eyes still on the side of Crucifier. One smoke will come out from the side. Jumper try to save up Drax, but Drax is on the other side. Will he want to show himself? This will be a big play by Jumper versus Crucifier. Jumper, Crucifier, Jumper, take it out by Crucifier. Oh my goodness, Crucifier, you'll be the hero for your team. Now go for the river, and you guys can live on to place yourself higher and higher.
That was almost a sweet revenge coming out from Jumper. He's the only man surviving for his team. Yoodo gang is already on the top 10 here. But Divinity getting that revenge kill is almost impossible. That's a bitter loss coming out for Yoodo gang. But Bigetron back to where we were. They are trying to get Traitor heads here. Traitor quite apart from each other. Bosskurr is in between them. At the same time, Asta is alone and lonely. Man, is not always the best positioning when it comes to going against two teams there. While Pendek only have two men left with Ape on his side. Stretch and already cooking it. There's also Ned beside him. Wall just throw it next towards the right side. Traitor was trying to help his friends here. Palace trying to connect this. Asta will be revenge back by Team Bosskurr, but at the same time stuck in so many teams. It's so hard to play Asta now. Pendek trying to get the position right, trying to advance here slowly but surely, playing with the terrains. This scope anybody on corner, but Bigetron coming up from spraying, beautiful one. The one over Epic. Wow, got themselves at 7th placement. Bigetron advancing for more, not even healing first. straight going where Traitor is at. Oh my goodness me, Ninja trying to play Ninja, almost impossible with Asta left on top of that peak of the mountain.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Circle is at a high ground here. Who gets the high ground gets prime position. And Bigetron looks like Hydra still have a full team behind him. Trader, Asta is all alone at this point, and he does not have much cover on the side of him. Asta taking a couple of shots there. Divinity still hanging on to this position that they are at. They need to make their way into the circle. Nada has eyes on the side of Bigetron. Looks like the shot will go out. Bigetron does take out Muffin. Same time now playing that, trying to get a good angle on the side of Bigetron. Bigetron onto Tara, and now they are just looking at each other. This is not a Mexican standoff. This is a Mexican run off, because you can't just stand there. We are trying to get the high ground here, but Rocky looks like he's taking a couple of damages there. Now Rocky is now low. He needs help. He needs backup. And now Asta on the other side managed to recover himself in terms of his health. Hydra with the grenade do go out here and does not connect yet, because Asta is just moving back and forth, making it difficult for Hydra to connect the grenade. No vehicles though. Vehicles have been exploded there, but looks like Crucifier have been sent back to the lobby by Palex, and now they are in trouble now. Divinity Esports, Juggernaut have been knocked down as well, and unfortunately Divinity Esports, because the next team to bow out at 6th place. And look at this, Asta still hanging on, the sole team member for Trader still hanging on for his team, but all eyes onto him. It's not going to be easy for him. BTR, they are still very healthy there. Tara with 3 team members around, they are somewhat within the circle, so they are okay. They do have terrain to help them out. And now looks like Mozart will somehow got an accident there and is knocked down. And now Tara is being sieged down by Bigetron.
Tara trying to get on the peak of the mountain as soon as possible. I don't know how Asta want to get out from this. It's almost impossible. He hold this ground for some time now. Bigetron slowly climbing out from the side there, a little bit on the south side. On the west side, there's Tara. On the east side, there's Bosskurr. Asta just really stuck with only a tree to work with. Bigetron playing with the terrain. We're looking at how they are actually using that terrain to their advantage. Tara, Bigetron, and Bosskurr, everybody is tossing the nade and have to be stuck in such a big elephant teams there with 4 and 3 men. Asa is just sitting there quietly. Hopefully he didn't pee himself in the Panzer. If it's me, I probably already did. Opening that silence with a spray, a red dot at that with the M416. Trying to clip anybody. It didn't connect, but Asa already out on 4 placement here. We're looking at Bigetron holding their down. Tara with a micro Uzi. Now trying to get the other way round. Getting on the left side. Different angle. But Bigetron overlooked themselves. Panda with a micro Uzi. Return back the damage. And we're looking at one Bigetron knocked. Bleeding out, brother, and Mozart at the same time. Pelican Bandit try to make a play here. They have to help the team. At the same time, Tara going at it for Bigetron. Nobody's aiming at Tara. Everybody just on Bigetron and Bosskurr. Tara is very free. Lynx trying to get the kill steal away for Bosskurr. Now Mozart now getting back on Gavin. Bigetron going out for Tara. Muffin is a 3-way war. Rocky going for more. And managed to get one on Tara. Return back damage and Rocky. But the relocate one. Muffin is down. One more person left for Tara. And nothing more than just one singular person. Bigetron relocate. Rocky getting Lynx. Yeah, Lynx trying to cross. And with a little bit late on that reaction time. No, down to 2 teams. Bigetron down on man. Bosskurr will have the advantage in the firepower. But then Bigetron have the higher ground. They will try to go in as much as they can. Bandit trying to clutch this one out. Will they rush in? Bandit going in. Hey, knocked down instead. Brother trying to get the breast side. Going for around the corner here. Rocky and Zully both are still trying to fight this one now. Still managed to get one. Only one left. Bosskurr getting 2 chicken dinners in a day. The sleep has been woken. The cat has been turned into a lion. Dragon waking up from this slumber. Bosskurr managed to get one more chicken dinner.
Oh my god, Team Bosskurr, where were you guys all this while? 2 chicken dinners, 2 days in a row. Where were you guys all this while? Bosskurr, congratulations for the chicken dinner. Well deserved indeed. The performance that you guys have put in, the consistency from Team Bosskurr. Lovely indeed. Mamma mia, I call it very nice. Very beautiful play from Team Bosskurr. Very well deserved. And Team Bosskurr, you really need those points up the charts because I know you are one of those teams at the edge of that top 16, so you really need those points. I'm so glad to see an underdog team really clutching it out, really climbing it up, trying to get themselves onto the top 16. This is the play that we want. This is the beauty of the PMPL, ladies and gentlemen. No one has dominated through this game. Everyone is on a fair ground this week, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Team Bosskurr. Just so happy for page 2 people.
But there are teams that still not landing themselves a chicken dinner, and I'm really not. I'm really worried on the dire state of VIP. Where will they go? Can they actually finally squeeze themselves in the top 16 there? Because they have been in a losing streak 2 days in a row. I'm talking about 2 days in a row, getting themselves at number 15 there, and Bosskurr wait 2 days in a row getting themselves chicken dinner. That will change the overall standings quite a lot. We're talking about everything will be flipped over except for the top 3 there.
Yeah, definitely. Really, all eyes really on the top 16 there. Definitely, who is going to make it there? The first half, it's pretty much secured. Like, it may just change between 1, 2, 3, but then again, they've secured themselves to the grand finals. This will be the one that everyone should look out at. Divinity, actually, they played really well this game. Okay, they camped out for most of the part, which I think it's smart as well. It's okay. It's not a bad thing to camp as well. But when they had the opportunity, just look at this. Crucifier, he managed to take opportunity against Yoodo Gang. Guys, Divinity, Yoodo Gang, and they beat Yoodo Gang, and they had a lower ground. The odds were against them in everything else, but Crucifier pulled out that clutch. That was a good play for him. They managed to get that. I was really hopeful that from then on they can snowball that momentum onto getting a chicken dinner. But then again, getting 5th or 6th place, if I remember correctly, isn't too bad for them. It's a good progress. So for Singaporean teams out there, hopefully you guys can continue on this momentum. Divinity especially, you need that chicken dinner on the board too.
Yeah, I saw how Christopher tried to clutch it up for the team Divinity just now. It was really close. Christopher really tried his best, that we can see. They have been playing very different from week 1 and day 1. They have been growing quite in a tremendous speed and rate there. Speaking of which, we do see a couple of teams that kind of fallen off the charts here. Some of them not even performing, but still some of these still going at a very constant rate. For example, Team Secret and Yoodo Gang have always keeping tabs on their performance. But we're talking about Bosskurr. In case you guys missed that, we're gonna go into that moment and relive for a little bit. How did they grind themselves from the very start until got themselves the final chicken dinner?
And there you go, eyes on Bosskurr, because this was a funny scene to me. Miss Rose Esports, it was a steel hearts for that vehicle, and Andy managed to get that vehicle and out back to his team. So that was a funny scene, but that was almost comical if you ask me. And now just look at this. Bosskurr, they started off way off outside, not meeting anyone. They just came in a little bit later, which is fine. And EVOS VIP, they managed to clear off their opponents on that area. But then again, EVOS VIP, unfortunately, they did not survive for too long. Kevin with the long spray shots. Actually, Bigetron, they actually played really well. They did all the hard work, if you ask me. This game, Bigetron really did all the heavy lifting and opening ways for other teams to just, well, take advantage at the later stage. But so, well, Bigetron must be kicking their hinds to say that, oh, we deserve that chicken dinner for all the hard work that we put in.
That's quite true. At the same time, Bigetron didn't manage to squeeze themselves in the very last minute. They were going too aggressive with so many teams between them. We're talking about Traitor. If I'm not mistaken, it's also this is the moment where they went down. Rose Esports were their focus at first, but Wow is actually one of the good teams these days, going in for CQC a real long shot. Divinity, on the other hand, look at that. They didn't expect there's one team behind them. They're making two mistakes at a different place. That Drax and also just now one of you, the gang, got knocked down. Jumper, the one who realized there's one more team behind them, and that managed to just take them a little bit buying more time, but they don't have enough men to deal with whatever they have to. Shred, on the other hand, and Asta just in the middle of everybody else. That's kind of hard to be him. Bigetron tried to push everything out, but didn't make it in the last minute. But got themselves a top 5. Still really decent position points, and also a lot of kill, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, decent number of kills, but to be honest, I'm really not sure what Divinity could have done for them, but they beat the odds really going to the high ground. But of course, moving over to now we are down to the top 3 teams on the highlights. We can see here the heavy lifting that BTR have been doing. Just look at this. Tara just need to wait for the right moment, but Rocky, oh my goodness. That peak for him is good enough for him to take down, and Bosskurr paid that, sacrifice himself for the team, and now the rush in by Palax and the rest of them managed to get them that chicken dinner. So it was well deserved chicken dinner for Team Bosskurr, one of the teams who have risen from nowhere, showing themselves like, hey guys, we are now in the PMPL. And of course, page 1, here we go. Team Bosskurr 56 points, Yoodo Gang 54 points, Bigetron Arrow 45 points, Team Secret 41 points, XPERT MY with 30 points, Geek Fam MY 29 points, Last Survivor R2K 29 points, as well as Tonwao Esports with 26 points.
You think anybody gonna hit a 3-digit for overall by end of the day today for just day 3? We've seen the triple digits yesterday. I think it was Expert or ESG, right? I think it was ESG yesterday who got themselves a triple digit.
Yeah, it was either one of those, definitely. Definitely
Yeah.
not one of the Juggernaut teams. So maybe it's the
They have to rub in the salt into the wound.
I was stating facts though, but yeah, it's true. But maybe it is still looking like the trend of the week of the underdogs. Team Bosskurr maybe 3 digits the other day, just saying.
Oh well, we're gonna. But I think they might be the triple digit today because we are looking at half already. Yoodo Gang and Team Bosskurr, as long as Bosskurr keeping this momentum, bet themselves constantly top 5 all the way, they will hit that triple digit as well as Yoodo Gang. We do know how good these guys are, but that kill volume in Bigetron, 24 kills, goodness me. This is really a high kill volume we're talking about. Maybe they're gonna rack it up for until 50, but we're gonna drop into the page 2 teams here. Tara Proyecto acts at 9 placement, 20.7 kills. 8 kills on net, brother. This is very uncommon to see net on the second page. 19 points, 18 points on Traitor Esport, while Mixed Syndicate with 6 kills, 16 points.
Yep, and here we go. So DivinityEsport with 13 points, Steelheart Esports 11 points, ESG Gaming 8 points, and I think Chuchu, you're leaving me to say this because you don't want to say EVOS VIP with 7 points. Unfortunately, rooted at 16th place. This is really an awkward spot for them to be in, with still 1 digit of points. Even other Singaporean teams who normally don't perform that well, they have more points than EVOS VIP. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? I wish I have Kuza here right now just to ask him, what's up, dude? Why?
Yeah, I think I need to ask him directly what happened to his team, because apparently they have been doing it. The moment I asked, well, that's a great thunderstorm coming out from your place. So we can hear that thunderclap. Yep, same here. I just passed my place, so maybe it's just arrived to yours. But ESG Gaming still like a different team from yesterday. But we're going to hop onto our overall match 3 stats here. Bigetron Rocky this time got himself a first placement. That's quite a gap. This time, first with 11 kills. We have Drax on the second from Yoodo. Wow, another thunderclap rare. There you go.
So sorry.
It's okay.
Mother Nature doing its job.
Yep, that's Mother Nature, man. And Palace on the 10th place with 7 kills. Zolly at 7. Same goes for BB being pushed down here. And Tolk is 58. 10 total headshots. Almost similar as maximum distance as the last game. So, Bigetron, they still managed to get, quite a number of kills, but no, they didn't get a good positioning or placement points there.
Well, statistically, just to emphasize again my point of Bigetron really did all the heavy lifting. Just look at this, Rocky as well as Zully making themselves on the overall match there. So it just shows that they have been doing all the heavy lifting. Of course, Palax, he made himself into the overall match test, but as compared to Bigetron, well, they really did a lot in this game, so they deserve that chicken dinner. But well, it's just unfortunate for them. Things just had to happen. So congratulations again and again to Team Bosskurr. Really, thumbs up to you guys. Stage 2 people rising up to the occasion. Oh yeah, wake up the underdogs. I'm just so happy. This is just such a happy week for me.
But then not so happy because I do know Kuze is one of the friendliest guy and the most humble celebrities in Malaysia. But then, what happened to VIP? They are not just on a losing streak. They are really in a pit, more into like, I can't even say that. The moment I call it, it can't be any worse than this. They are going one more ladder down. Did I jinx them? But we have to wait and see, can they get back onto their feet and get back on that wagon, because apparently they need to do so or they will lose their spot when it comes to top 16. We're talking about 8 teams will be eliminated by end of this week. So we do know Bosskurr kind of plays himself higher than the rest of the team, but there's still a gamble. There's still a lot to grind, because we do know when it comes to only top 5 kind of secure right now. But the rest of them, from the 6th place until the 16, even down to, if I'm not mistaken, we'll talk about it until the 20th spot, right?
Yeah, maybe we can think about 20.
It's like, it's still anybody's game.
Yeah, absolutely anybody's game. That's why I am worried as well for EVOS VIP as much as Chuchu, to be honest. Of course, Kuza himself personally is a great guy as well. Managed to interact with him a fair amount of time during the live event. So it's a bit sad to see such a great character, but his team is not performing that well. But then again, this is just the unforgiveness of the competition. You can be as nice as you are outside the competition, but inside the competition, no one is going to be nice to you. Everyone wants points for themselves. So it's all for themselves, really. Even if it's team secret, they still want those points because, well, fan service, of course, and of course getting that first place. It's that pride of like being the top of the top, definitely.
It's not just that, it shows how overpowering you are. That's make a big statement, and that gives off the psychological wall for the rest of the team. Like, oh no, it's them. We're gonna have to, you take over their confidence. What is that? You're trying to do Jedi thing now? Imagine if Jedi plays PUBG Mobile, man. They're gonna be really OP. I know what you think. I control your mind. You will not kill me. That would be so cool, right? Okay, but that's just in your imagination. But we have more games to go, 3 more games, which gonna be after this, after the break. But before that, make sure to grab your popcorn, get some drinks, go to the toilet if you need to, because we will be with you again after this.
Hello, saya Naoki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Mamparang daripada tim Yoodo Gang.
Saya Bosskurr daripada Bigetron.
大家好，我是 Team NoRecoil 的 Stone。
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya X daripada tim Bosskurr. Ya, saya Amy Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chuchu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Secret Go.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra, and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as you all know that there is a virus spreading around, which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moment.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan.
若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda pergi keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okey, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan.
Jikalau anda pada batuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan.
Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
Nama saya Amir Hamzah bin Nawali. Saya berumur 22 tahun. Saya berasal daripada Kelang, Selangor, Malaysia. IGN saya dalam PUBG Weh Mozart. Saya daripada tim Bosskurr. Personality saya adalah seorang yang santai. Kadang-kadang saya boleh jadi seorang yang pemarah, kadang-kadang saya boleh tegas. Tapi kalau korang okey, saya okey. Saya dah bermain PUBG selama 2 tahun daripada season 1 lagi. Kepada kawan-kawan, keluarga, supporter saya yang dah support saya selama ni, terima kasih. Berkat doa korang saya berada dalam pentas ni lah.
Okay, kalau untuk kapten saya, dia kadang-kadang bernafsu sikit, tapi bagus juga untuk kalau dia tegas pun akan lagi bagus untuk gameplay kita orang. Kalau dia tegas lagi sesuai lah.
Hai, untuk kapten saya, berapa valuable dia, saya rasa dia sangat penting untuk tim ni. Sebab dia yang akan memberi komen daripada segi gameplay, untuk kita masuk ke apa, daripada segi kita punya fight team ataupun firepower. So komen dia semuanya datang daripada kapten. So kalau tak dia memang kita punya gameplay sangat tak berpuas hati lah. So dekat sini kita memerlukan dia, sangat memerlukan dia. Go kapten!
Pandangan saya dekat kapten saya, dia seorang yang sangat tegas, tapi dia bagi semangat dekat teammate dia. Lepas tu dia caring, lepas tu santai, seorang yang santai. Lagi dia happy lah, orang yang kalau kita main dengan dia pun selesa je, macam tu.
Kalau nggak ada Boyka, biasanya saya yang handle buat anak-anak, karena saya kadang jadi leader.
Hello, kami Bigetron Araf. Saya Boyka.
Saya BTR Hijrah.
Saya BTR Zuli.
Saya BTR Kevin.
Saya BTR Naim.
Tim ni terbentuk selepas habis global final itu. Saya dapat berita yang mungkin upcoming tournament tim saya akan di-invite, dan tim saya masih kekurangan player. So saya try lah ambil cuba satu persatu sampailah terjadinya tim ni sekarang.
Dalam tim Bigetron Araf ni, role play tu macam roster dekat dalam PUBG, kita letakkan kepada player yang memang betul-betul mahir dalam PUBG ni. Macam Hijrah, dia as a scouter, so kita tengok dia punya scout pun jarang-jarang mati untuk selamatkan teammate. Semua cerita daripada dia lah yang terbaik scouter. Untuk Kevin pula, kita tetapkan roster pusher sebab dia dah banyak kali buat kelas 1 lawan 4, 1 lawan 3 dalam in-game. So kita akan tetapkan dia pusher. Untuk Naim pula, kita letakkan role macam support, support daripada belakang. Macam saya pun, saya support pusher. Then kalau macam Kevin kita nak ambil rumah tu, saya selalu akan support Kevin lah untuk di belakang ni.
Rasanya excited sebab dah lama tak main tournament, and ni tournament official daripada Tencent. So kami pun dah agak lama lah training, and kami dah siap sedia untuk berdepan dengan segala situasi. Buat masa sekarang yang kita orang nampak antara banyak-banyak tim, dua tim ni yang agak konsisten iaitu Yoodo dengan tim Secret. Tapi kita tak boleh anggap remeh terhadap tim lain sebab kita dah tahu semua tim dah buat persiapan untuk PMPL kali ini.
So far sekarang tim Dynamic sekarang semakin baik. Sebelum ni kita orang agak kurang prestasi. Selepas ni kita orang bootcamp dan kita orang jumpa semua hari-hari, jumpa dan kita training sama-sama, main klasik game sama-sama. So chemistry kita orang bukan setakat dalam game je, di luar pun kita orang ada chemistry yang sangat rapat seperti abang. Dan tak lupa juga kepada Boy. Selepas kita habis je Scrim, dia akan Boyka as a coach akan tengok gameplay kita dan dia akan tengok mana silap kita. And then kat situ terbentuknya chemistry memasing. Memasing, saling fahami.
Lalu paling risiko tinggi untuk mati awal adalah scouter sebab tugas scouter dia lebih besar macam gambling lah. Dia kena carikan tempat paling sama untuk tim dia. Kadang-kadang dia terpaksa korbankan diri dia untuk teammate dia yang lain selamat sampai ke tempat yang lebih selamat. Naim sebab dia seorang yang paling lawak dan paling senang dibuli.
Ya.
Cabaran yang paling berat sekarang ni of course sebab saya dah diberikan tanggungjawab yang lebih banyak. Antaranya saya dah berkeluarga dan kemudian dijadikan sebagai CEO dan saya tetap kena fokus untuk tim ni. Saya tahan sampai tahap ni berkat daripada sokongan keluarga, supporter atau fans yang di luar sana dan termasuk juga manajemen yang banyak bagi sokongan daripada belakang. Kami terapkan sehari training minimum dalam 8 ke 10 jam sehari. Kadang-kadang sampai ke 13 jam lah sehari untuk persiapan PMPL kali ini. Semoga semuanya berbaloi.
Hi guys, I'm Biu and outside of PUBG my friends call me JJ and I'm playing for Team Secret. I'm the captain of the team. It actually came from a Chinese word and it has similar pronunciation. In Chinese it's called PU. It's exactly the same, sounds exactly the same, and it means blessing in Chinese, and also it can also mean a shooting sound, but like a cute shooting sound effect. Yeah. I would say that I'm a very patient person. I don't really rage and or get affected, get mood swing or anything like that because of the game. Because I don't really like give commands to the team, like oh I think that I'm the captain, you should listen to me, something like that. It's more of like mutual respect, like we are equal. So I don't really like use the power or authority over them. So I've been playing PUBG Mobile since April 2019. I think it was season 3 that time when I first started playing. It's been a long journey, and to you guys out there who's watching this, who still support Team Secret, who still support me, thank you for unconditional support, and thank you for sticking around. And I believe that this year will be the year for Team Secret to shine. Yeah.
So for me, I think Bill is a very calm and cool-headed person. He knows how to assess the situation very, very well. He look at what happens and what's going on in game and even outside the game. He talks to people. He explains what's going on, how to do this, and he teaches us how to fix it maybe. and he's very good at using his words. So I guess that's one of his strengths. Because for me, I think everyone has a different role in the game. It's too random to say like, or how does Bill coordinate with everyone else and so on. Because every situation is different. So for me, I think Bill he picks everything in a very calm manner. He do it step by step, and he just does what he does. So to me, Bill is very valuable to me. I mean, to the team and everyone else. So he helps. I think he helps everyone in the team to communicate better, to get messages across to other people or maybe to each other.
So I would say like working with Bill is really easy actually, because he seems really calm person and really reasonable. So everything is working out for reason and stuff. So basically when working with him, he really knows when to say and what to say. Bill personality wise, we say Bill is really calm and talkable person. So he's really reasonable in everything, and he's mature. So his personality made the thing go much more easier than how it used to be, and it helped to handle things quite much easier than how it looked. I would say Bill is the main core of the team, since he is like the captain and also the person who controls the ongoing of the system of the team. So without him, it's hard to imagine also.
So for Bill, he's the one that actually kind of make the whole team run, because some of them, they have their own things that they need to do, like the streaming and also their personal life. So Bill is the one that always remind them that this is our career, this is our year, we can do something about it, and he's the one that always lifting up the spirit, especially for this boy, because he's kind of young, he's kind of childish. So sometimes the childishness kind of take over, and Bill kind of becomes the father for this guy, because Bill is the closest to him compared to the other two players. And every time he gets scolded, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that he gets scolded a lot by Maktoy. So Bill is the one that kind of step up and try to help him out to be a better player, because this guy have huge potential and everybody in the team kind of know about it. So Bill is the one that's trying to bring that out and put the maturity in him. Yeah. Alright, if there's no Bill in the team, I think the big thing that happened is we kind of lose our identity, because Bill always been in Team Secret. He's like the person to go to. When people say Team Secret, the name that comes to mind is actually Bill. But that's only for outsiders. But inside the game, people might see that, oh, Bill is dying, oh, Bill is doing this, Bill is doing that. People like kind of point out his mistake a lot. But what's happening inside the team, only the teammates and everybody that's playing in the game can understand. And one of it is how he holds the team together, because inside the game, Mato is the in-game leader, and how he used to be the in-game leader, he let go of that role and give it to Matoy. Sometimes people tend to have that trait, oh, I used to be in-game leader, I still need to be in-game leader. But that guy, he completely let it go, give 100% control to Matoy and try to be a good listener. It's very hard to be a good listener, but Bill is a great one.
Bosskurr in the house. I'm here with Last Survivor R2K. We got ESG in the house. Hello. All right, guys, I'm here with Yoodo Gang. We're gonna be playing the game called Exactly, that's the game. Yes. So one of our buddies right here is gonna be wearing this headphone that's gonna be playing really loud music. So when we play this loud music, you, my friend, are going to be looking at some phrases, and you have to say out those phrases to him. You have to guess what those phrases are. We're going to start 2 minutes, guys. Do it as fast as you can, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Goyang kaki.
Goyang.
Goyang kaki lah.
Yeah, okay. Next.
Potong bulu hidung. Potong bulu hidung. Potong bulu hidung.
Hey, no.
Potong bulu. Mulut.
Hey, don't get close. Keep your distance.
Hidung. Hidung. Slow. Hidung. Tong. Hidung. Hidung. Motor.
Go. Switch. Yes. Thank you.
Potong. Bulu. Potong bulu. Hidung.
Say the whole thing. Say the whole thing. Say the whole thing one time.
Potong bulu hidung. Potong bulu hidung.
Yes, next.
Tak. X.
No.
Tak. Suka. Tak suka. Pakai.
Makan what?
Tak suka.
Help.
Pakai. Tak suka pakai. Okay.
Yes,
Tuala. Towel. Ala. Tuala. Yes. Tak suka pakai tuala. Yes.
Yes. Okay, next one.
Aku penakut. Penakut.
Belajar. Tadi betul.
Aku penakut. Yes.
Okay.
Penakut. Tak suka pakai tuala, aku penakut.
What?
Betul kan?
Okay, switch. Come on. Last one. Faster.
I love.
Love.
Love. Teluk iji.
Teluk.
Aku suka makan nasi ayam. Nasi rendang. Nasi.
10 points. Hey, go right. Okay, next one. Go.
Kuku. Kaki. Kau. Kuning. Kulit. Kuning. Kulit.
Come on, next one.
Go to safe zone.
Okay, you
Zone.
did lower.
Yes, zone.
Okay.
Istana.
Yes.
Istana. Negara.
Switch. Come on. Faster.
Let's go. Roti. Okay. Nugget.
What? Roti nugget? What? 10 seconds.
Roti kaya. Sarden. Roti bakar apa?
It's the big one.
Kaya.
Cut.
Mandi.
Dalam.
Baldi.
Abang.
Baldi.
Aku gila. Baldi. Mandi dalam baldi.
10 points. Next. Next. Okay, you can skip it to one. Okay, you know what? Switch. No, you stay here. I like you. Okay, wait. Next phrase.
Tembak. Pon. Tak. Kena. Tembak tak kena. Tembak pon. Boy.
Oh, next song.
Tak. Kena.
Yes. Full thing.
Full. Tembak pun tak kena.
Yes. Got it twice. Next one. 10 seconds. Faster.
Hantu. Aku.
Takut.
Sangkut.
Takut.
Cangkut. Ambil.
Tembak.
Hey, he has headphones. He cannot hear you.
Cepat. Help him with your mouth. Cepat. You laughing how he gets like that? Hey, never mind. Switch. You really cannot do this. Switch. You come here. Come. Sit down. Faster, guys. We need points. You look.
Okay. Aku suka main PUBG.
One by one.
Suka.
You say.
Aku suka kucing. Suka. Tolong.
What? Tolong.
Suka.
Yeah, aku. You want to switch?
Aku suka.
Switch. You really cannot. Come on. Go. Faster. Come on. Okay. Say.
Saya suka pisang.
Pisang.
Minta pisang. Yes.
Full sentence.
Aku suka pisang.
Yes, 10 points. Next one.
Kena. Saya kena.
Help.
Kena kepala. Headshot. Kena.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Kena headshot. Saya. Apa pun.
One more time, faster.
I love EDD network. I
Okay. How many points did they get? I need to check. 40 points. Hey, not bad. Come on, round of applause for yourself. Not bad. Let's take a look. How many points did we get? 50 points for Team Bosskurr. Give yourself a round of applause. I am sorry to announce that you guys have 0 points at the moment, which is the lowest we've had so far. Okay, how many points did we get? Oh, 20 points. You got 20 points. You got 20 points. Okay, you got 2 correct. Don't worry, we got a bonus round for you guys to get extra points. You guys want that, right? Yeah. Extra points? Let's go. Go! Come on! Throw it in! Come on! What is this? Hey, swing! 20 seconds! Swing! Switch! Help him throw the ball! Help him! Get one inside! Come on, get one! You're almost done! 5 seconds! 1! Let's go! Come on, dude! More! No, faster, guys, faster! Cepat! Hey, one by one! Cepat! Switch! You really cannot throw anything! Switch! Faster! Come on, that's it! 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, nothing. Come on. Better. Inside. Come on. Go for the basket. Yeah, switch better. Come on. Hey, inside. Slower. Hey, don't hit it. Yes. Hey. Come on. Oh my God. Nice. Hey, come on. One more. Give me one more. One more. Two more. Cepat. Come on. 2, 1. Come on, get it in. Come on. 1. Hey, 1. Hey, 1 by 1. Hey, nice. 10 points. More. Switch. Hey, what are you doing? You gotta hold it. Switch. What are you doing? Faster. Stand back. Hey, why are you 2 back inside that one? 2. I caught Traitor throwing a ball inside. How many did you throw inside? Hey, you tell me right now. I saw 1. How many you throw inside? Hey. You threw 2 inside. You cannot play like this, man. We need proper work ethics right here. Come here. Let's see. You guys have 10, 20, and 30 points. Hey, not bad, man. 1, points just from this. Not bad. Okay, Yoodo gang, 70 points. 40 points from and 30 points from the panball. ESG, I gotta say, I was disappointed at you guys after the first game, you know. You guys didn't do so well. I mean, we're talking about 0 points. But you guys redeemed yourself. In the last bonus round, you got 50 points. Give us a round of applause. Come on. Last one or 2K, come on. Tell me why you cannot get one single ball into the basket. You only have 20 points, man. 20 points from that's it. So, you guys have a total of 60 points, 50 from and also 10 from panball. Yes, 10 from panball. But I gotta say though, that was you got lucky. You got lucky. You managed to You got lucky that you managed to put the last one in. Are you guys? What is going on, man? What?
Untuk masa mereka dah mendengar dah ada bunyi-bunyi tembakan mereka akan semakin dekat sekarang ini. Tapi last survivor. Oh,
last survivor bermain dengan begitu baik sekarang ini. Hanya berbaki seorang sahaja. NSP akan terus keluar mencari di manakah keberadaan pemain lain. Rata pasukan Resurgence di tempat yang
sebenarnya kalau kita lihat kan back to back, fight to fight, head to head. Man parang masih garang dan satu lagi perlu dilihat di belakang dah habis untuk H2O di tempat ke-15.
Agak berdekatan masa sekarang Bapak A dan ESG. Botak dicari, Six memegang G360 di hadapannya. Botak akan dicari terlebih dahulu tapi ada boleh lihat sekarang ini. Six sangat-sangat baik sekali pengawal recoilnya dan dia akan dijatuhkan. Jumpa pula Suprolan. Suprolan tidak akan dibiarkan dengan begitu saja dengan nyawa berbaki lebih kurang 20% dan itulah dia.
Dua ini small bomb nak kawapan pan. Satu kita makan ayah.
Jatuh Lorenzo menunggu Iron Pro sekarang ini mereload dan dia dapat jatuh dua dihabiskan tetapi Iron Pro pula yang terjatuh. Wedu nyawanya sangat-sangat sedikit akhirnya.
Alah, beramai-ramai naik satu demi satu tapi Putra akan melakukan kerjanya di bahagian belakang dengan begitu kemas sekali. Satu pasukan rata.
Hi guys, my name is
We are back, and of course, all of you guys out there, you are still watching the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia Singapore 2020, brought to you by PUBG Corporation, Tencent Games, as well as Lightspeed and Quantum Studios. Thank you so much to our official live stream partner, Facebook Gaming. That's where all of you are watching there, and looks like you're with us still, Sir Chuchu and Nobu. Nobu.
He's just not pleased to be disturbed while he's sleeping there. Look at that, so arrogant. Well, we're gonna go and see the second half of the day here, hopping into game number 4. Do you know what map it is?
It will be I always call it the yummiest map.
Yeah.
The Vikendi, because of candy. Yeah, candy, yummy, candy. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
Chuchu's not too pleased with this map.
He loves to do cringy stuff, guys. Sorry, just bear with it. Dad jokes is just pretty. No, never mind that. Okay.
Okay.
So we're looking at Bosskurr climbing up a lot of ladders here. I'm talking about maybe they will squeeze themselves at top 10 if they keep on going at this rate. But at the same time, there you go. Team Bosskurr with that 7% of chicken dinner now, with 2 chicken dinners in their hands 2 days in a row. Total damage 27,000. That total kills of 155. So we hover around the teams. I think it was Secret with 300 over total kills. It's like half of that. So can we say they can secure themselves quite well at top 16 now? I think they did make themselves at the top slot there for top 16 for Team Bosskurr.
Now, I have to thank really for the viewers out there who is really keeping track of the unofficial overall scores. So based on the unofficial overall scores, I'd say that Team Bosskurr, they are still slightly outside top 17, but they are definitely knocking on the door. And if like fans of EVOS VIP out there, if you're worried about where EVOS VIP is, yes, they are still in the top 16, but they are slowly slipping away. And based on the numbers, the unofficial numbers that I saw in the chat, it's still risky for them if they continue to put on this kind of performance that we have seen yesterday and today. So they still have half of today. We have 3 more maps to play, of course. So hopefully they can do a comeback. They really need those points to secure result. They are not safe yet.
I'd say most of the teams are not safe, except for I can say it's quite safe for Team Secret. Yoodo GANK and Bapak are for now, but even so, they are not that comfortable still. They keep on trying to grind the points there. But for the rest of the team, it's always contending part for them, because like it or not, they have to wrestle themselves up in that ring, because it's not going to be easy, especially the teams that actually are on the second page or the last page. We're talking about overall standing for 24 all teams here today. Some of them actually turn the table around, flipping it up quite a lot. We're talking about Last Survivor, we're talking about ESG, XPERT, and Y has always been the first page since they are like we won. But Bosskurr, we're having 2 chicken dinner in a row. What's their secret recipe?
Oh yeah, well, I really don't know. Really, it feels like a different team. It looks like the break that we had, the 2-3 weeks break that we have, they really benefited from this. Somehow they maybe they got a good coach. I don't know anything that happened behind the scene. They had a good look at it, but of course some of the factors as well, we did discuss this before, that could it be because they are in the comfort of their own homes, they're a little bit more confident there, no pressure of cameras being around them, marshals just looking over them and things like that, and maybe their own device as well have an effect at the same time. So I don't know, there's just too many factors for us to conclude that this is the reason why they're doing so well. But whatever they did, it's working out for them. I'm just so happy for Team Bosskurr.
That's quite true, especially when it comes to being familiar, which means being confident push up the rank quite a lot there for Team Bosskurr. Especially right now, they are getting that #1 spot just for today itself, but will it be enough to make sure that they are secure? Because anytime, anywhere, any teams can take their place there. Then speaking of which, Divinity.
Well, yeah, Divinity. Okay, I don't know if it's still realistic for them, to be honest. I don't know. It feels it's going to be a really, really tough call. You need to maybe get chicken dinners in every game and rack up like tons of kills in every game. But realistically, it's going to be tough for them. I think for now, they are just playing for pride and playing for the status of, okay, I set my foot in PMPL with a chicken dinner. That's how I see that at this moment. And are they able to do it? I don't think it's impossible. They just overcome the odds of a low ground, high ground versus Yoodo GANK, which is one of the juggernaut teams. So it just gives her a little bit of sense and hope that, hey, you know what? We can beat anyone. We can beat the odds of the blue zone wasn't in their favor in the previous set. The ground wasn't in their favor. Yoodo GANK is waiting for them up there, and Yoodo GANK, as we all know, all 4 players are very mechanically capable players. There was Jumper, there was Drax, and well, they beat the odds. And well, now I hope it's a signal to Divinity to say that, hey, okay, so if we can do that against Yoodo GANK, against that sort of terrain, we can do that against anyone else. So this is the opportunity. Again, 3 more maps today before, let's see, are they going to take a break tomorrow? Oh no, they're going to play again tomorrow, but they want to set their foot as soon as possible to get that off their back, get the monkey off their back, basically.
Yeah, but then speaking of more in-depth topics here, we're talking about their formations. I do notice that Yoodo GANK have been keeping the same formation all around, fending up into 4 people at first and then pairing into 2. For Bapak, it's kind of a similar situation. Sometimes they just rush in and wash everybody out. Bigetron, on the other hand, seems to be losing their footings here. They have been trying to be the gatekeepers or even the third party in any match. But in the end of the day, kind of stuck in so many teams, and maybe they need to change a little bit of in terms of the rotation timing we're talking about. For example, there are teams that always have a huge kill volume. Like this happened to Resurgence on another group as well when it comes to B, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Group B? Yes, Group B. And down to Group C versus A, the same goes for Bigetron, kind of a similar situation that they are actually very capable when it comes to taking a fight. But when it comes to getting themselves out into the clear, it's not really a great spot there, especially you've seen the standings just now. They are one of the most kill volume for overall standings, but they still didn't manage to get themselves at least one chicken dinner or consistently getting themselves at top 3. They keep on forcing the fight and just trap themselves in a really hot space.
Yeah, it's always very tough for these teams, really. Sometimes you switch it up, but at the same time, you know, other teams they don't stay static as well, right? Other teams they switch up as well. So you may think that, okay, so if whatever strategies that we deploy in week 1, okay, it didn't work out, so let's do that because that's what we learned. We deploy in week 2, for example, and then it's supposed to work if every other team was performing or had the same strategy as week 1, but all other teams same. They evolve as well as the group as the game goes on. So you can't play catch up. If you're a team, if I'm a coach or I'm a manager of a team, I'll say that, okay, let's just reference whatever other people do, but let's at the same time be creative. Like, you need to innovate things. You need to be like, okay, we will set a new strategy that people have to follow our tone instead. So it's reversing that. Oh, okay, so now they're dominating this game just because of whatever that they deployed works out, and now everyone has to play catch up. You reverse back the cycle. So these are actually what I would say teams need to do instead of, okay, I try to play catch up. It won't work if you try to play catch up. And there are some of the teams who actually try to do that. We do see that EVOS VIP, I'm so sorry, I just mentioned EVOS VIP. I feel that they are a team that's trying to play catch up. They change up their lineup. They change up their strategies a little bit here, but it's just not working out for them. And EVOS VIP have to be really careful of their positioning.
So there's only catch up game, no salt or even pepper.
No, oh, there you go. There you go. The mom jokes come. The mom jokes come over this side now. Getting the mom jokes vibe.
Okay, things are getting too spicy and hot and too serious here, but it is a serious tournament coming up to those actually fighting themselves at the last slot 16 placement. By the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken, we will get our overall standings on day 3 because it's the end of the first session round robin. Everybody fought among themselves. So we have another session of the round robin, which is going to be starting tomorrow. We will go back to A versus B again. So when it down to C group, you guys know they have been forcing a lot of fights. We have been looking at a lot of action since the first phase, even since like game 1 today, which is a good sign. But then there are some teams that overfought themselves and overstayed themselves too much, that they are not playing too safe. I guess it's not really a bad thing, you know. Either you go for kill points or you go position points in a couple of days, and then make sure that you play safer. I think by end of couple of days before the final week will be wrapped up, probably some teams will focus more onto positioning instead of everything. Like, they'll play more safe, more conservative, more passive than they used to be. Well, it's not really a bad strategy, because sometimes you just need, not sometimes, most of the time, you have to pick the fights you know it's beneficial for you. If you keep on fighting each one team, sometimes you don't have time to replenish or reset yourself.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I think teams who may deploy that, and this is my opinion, I would say teams who they are in the top 16, but maybe somewhat a little bit comfortable, but not like comfort zone. So these are the teams that can just play for positioning points because they just maybe need those couple of more points, and the position points will be enough for them to secure themselves into the next round. But for those teams who are just at the borderline of the top 16, maybe 16 to say 10, maybe I just need to see the numbers again just to be sure, but just an estimation there, they need to go for both because you don't want to start slipping out. Just like, I'm so sorry, EVOS VIP have to be an example right now because they aren't getting the points on the board. They aren't getting the kills, position points as well. It's slipping away from them. They are in a bad position right now. So other teams, the underdog teams, Team Bosskurr, they're starting to rise up to the occasion.
But now we're gonna walk into Vikendi right here. A very small map we have, but not the smallest there is. We are looking at the middle map, 6x6. Here are your featured players. We have Nat, Luxy98, Hedra from Bigetron, Geek Fam, damn rude, sometimes being damn nice. Aisha's there with Team Secret. Oh, look at that, hitting 3 digits number kills. Damn rude is catching up to Yuhai because apparently he is just 10 kills away from Yuhai as we maybe this will be the game that we're waiting for. Look at that flight path, a little bit lopsided. Skewed more towards the west side of the map. Dino Park will be crossed by Milna, will be the end of destination. But we're gonna look at the circle, which sometimes is a wild card. Hopefully, I have a feeling it will be down on Volnova area. Probably Contra will be centralizing by that. Hopefully, it doesn't consume too much water ratio. Oh, that's a nice circle.
No.
Yes.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say. No. No, I'm not happy with the circle today. All the circles are just too nice to all the teams. Tons of plans there, and well, not much of what I'd like to see. But well, maybe we'd like to see this action early on. Bigetron versus Divinity. Crucify the hero for Divinity Esports in the previous map. And of course, just to let you guys know again, in case you missed out on the action, match 1, Yoodo Gang got the chicken dinner. Team Secret in Erangel and Team Bosskurr in Miramar. These are the chicken dinner winners for you today so far. Trixie just landed on, and they definitely know that BTR is on the other side. Bigetron is one of those teams that you don't want to take a fight on just like this because of how good they are in clearing out compounds. So nope, you don't want to take out BTR in their comfort type of zone, I'd say, and everyone's kind of respecting each other for now. We do see here that Divinity Esports, they are on the other side of the map, of would I say on the map of this town, so they can loot. It's probably like 50-50 now in terms of loot for the time between these two teams, so it's pretty okay. And look at this Crucifier with a very cute panda. I hope we get the chance to use it. And now Zali with the spray for the long shot onto Trixie. And now did not connect there. Zali just those warning shots and will continue on to loot with his team.
Bigetron once more. I did notice that Boyka is not playing right now. He is one of the best coaches out there, and that's why their performance are really, really good when it comes having a third perspective, looking at this and analyzing their game. A good call coming up from Bigetron. Divinity, on the other hand, Impact, they will be forced to fight around double master. If I'm not mistaken, this will be a really risky move if they are being forced to take a charge here. Last survivor already finished off. Last Yichung straight away, being the first one to be out. And it's not a good feeling to be the only person not playing the game. 63 players still alive. Last of us still intact, but apparently they already lost their fragger there. And NSP are trying to get whatever that's left that to be salvaged off Last Each, or maybe probably. But already running, they are trying to get themselves a good fortress to have covers onto.
Talking about changing your players, I noticed that Moss Goku is not playing for Last Survivor. So a little bit of a swap in there for their team. And so of course they're one of those teams who have 5 players, so they could do that substitute in and out just like how Bigetron does it. And now looking onto the circle, looks like a couple of teams are in the circle. Team Secret is right smack in the middle of the circle right now, while a couple more teams, like Traitor, will need to fend off with EVOS VIP. Both teams not doing so well overall. Will they meet each other on the way into the circle? On the southern side, we do see here there Yoodo gang, who is normally very fast in rotating into the circle. We do expect them to rotate very quickly into the circle. Miss Rose Esports looks like it's going to be a little bit crowded on the southern side. Tonewell Esports may do the gatekeeping there. So it looks like 7-Up, it's all alone in Castle looting there. Not much loot for a team, but sending an individual, it's okay. Geek fam, on the other hand, may pass by Castle or will go on the other side where they may meet with XPERT and why it depends on their type of their rotation style in this game. But on the western side, Divinity as well as Bigetron, not going to be easy for Divinity because if they get out of there, they may bump into Tara. So these teams you don't want to bump into at this point, especially Divinity would want to go for positioning at the condition that they're at right now. But just look at this. Team Secret, prime position. Looks like a good amount of high ground there, and they're good at defending high grounds.
When it comes to CQC and long range, some teams are really better than the others. They are versatile. I'm sorry, my cat really is not feeling well today. He threw up, so yeah, I called him just now. But back to the game, Yoodo gang around Abby will bump into Rose Esports Syndicate, but apparently Rose Esports Syndicate already have that shot calling moment to migrate into the circle as soon as possible. We do know sometimes migrating late is not actually a bad call, but sometimes it's also not really great to be gatekept by most of these teams. We're looking at Team Secret right smack in the middle of car. They probably have their high grounds there, working themselves up onto those hills. Be sure that they have all the visualization they need to see anybody coming up into that direction. While we're looking at Zabava area, net still hovering around there. EVOS will have to take the fight if they need to walk into that direction, if they want to get into the middle of the circle. The rest of them are still playing outside, which is not really a bad idea because sometimes you wait for the rest of the team to be finished off by the one that's actually in the middle and coming up, cleaning the mess or sweep the floor after that. It's not really a bad feeling either.
Well, I'm not too sure if EVOS wants to take a fight early on because of the condition that they're at currently. I'm not sure if the motivation or even the point system favors them to take an early fight. Maybe these are one of the teams that just want to get as high as possible in terms of securing themselves using the positioning points while taking a couple of kills along the way, but not taking those big fights, especially early on. You don't want to risk yourself going out again too soon and just ending up getting 1 point again, which will be really devastating for a team like EVOS VIP. Of course, it's not going to be easy for them because if they want to go straight on, they may bump into Net Brotherhood, which seems to be making a little bit of rotation towards the northern bridge. And now, yes, they are here. That we do see on the screen where the players are. Atai 9K just crossed over to the other side of the bridge where he is closest towards the side of EVOS VIP. So he may sense them out there and they may want to take a fight because Net Brotherhood, they are tactical enough, they do know how to take a fight, and they are definitely in a confident position if they want to do so. Traitor Esports may just come and third party in from there, but Net Brotherhood, just look at this. He has eyes on EVOS VIP. Now Atai is now in trouble now with the spray shot go out, but then again does not connect enough. Atai have been knocked down. He is all alone. Looks like they may finish out Atai just behind the bushes there. Atai now half life more, will continue to bleed out, and VIP Putra will finish Atai off. And there goes, ladies and gentlemen, one team member from Net Brotherhood have been sacrificed to the point system of EVOS VIP.
Yeah, playing extra safe here. We're looking at no teams are being out yet. Still 16 teams intact, but already 2 players being taken out. Atai is one of them. They are trying to reposition themselves. They got themselves quite decent loot here for Net, but at the same time, they have no clue where are the teams that are actually firing upon them. They are trying to locate the position of the other teams, but it's so hard to have that crosshair to land on somebody for now. We're hopping over to Team Secret. They are having the high grounds for themselves only. We're speaking around Mount Goroka here, which apparently held down by the Expert, and we already start the fires. Pretty sure Team QB down on his knee. He will be taken away by Expert MY as well. Romeo on that side, cleaning the kills, having the job well done. They got themselves 1 more kill. But now still a lot of play for Expert MY on that side. But at the same time, Geek fam, have to just push themselves into the circle, trying to think whether they should cross the bridge now or just do it later on. Yoodo already re-engaged into ESG as we speak. Going away, Traitor with the Dacia. Hopefully he won't drift too much. It's a very slippery terrain when it comes to the snowy map. And Yoodo and the rest of the team have to reposition themselves because apparently they're having a hard time to locate where are the fires coming out from. He's tossing the nade here. Fredo cooking it, but at the same time, ESG is not making it easy. Fredo will have to charge it with a micro Uzi, cooking the nade for the second time, still not showing it. Hesitant for a moment, not sure where it is. And they just blindly tossing that one down. ESG going straight on the backyard there, playing with the building, making it really open it, that contact on, getting one. Already Bartok's knocked down. Bravo is just next to him. Can he wipe this both out for ESG? Really in the dire need of a person alive. Bravo! They will be the first team to wait and rest there for the next round because ESG placed himself at the 16th spot just now, wiped out by Yoodo gang.
Sad moment for ESG. The chicken dinner winners yesterday in Miramar. Unfortunately today in this map been sent out early by Yoodo gang. And here we go. MK14 together with an extended quick draw map in this. It's not the most exciting air draw, I'd say. But yeah, who knows? If there's a ghillie suit inside there, I'd say go get it. Because looking at the circle right now, I think a ghillie suit would favor anyone who gets it. It will be nice for anyone who gets it. So here we go. Tara looks like they are hanging on into this compound, just camping it out at this moment. Tara, I would say one of those teams who would benefit if they were just to hold on for positioning points instead of trying to go for the kills. They are within the top 16, but not too far from getting out of top 16, but not too safe either. So I think Tara is one of them who could just hang on for positioning points, and that's exactly what they're doing there. Expert and Y, we do see here they're close with Geek Fam. I do remember the rivalry from Erangel for these two teams. Like Expert and Y must be kicking the bucket here. Like, oh man, if Geek Fam did not come and butt in, we could probably at least get second place and onwards. But then again, if they know Geek fans, then they want time for revenge, boys. But looks like they don't know each other there yet.
But wait, for Rose Esports Syndicate just bombarded Traitor just now. Will they be out soon again? But at the same time, we're talking about Tara Esports. Yes, will they actually make it out this time? Wow, on the other hand, have been performing very, very brilliantly. Well done. They have been going on a streak here, making sure they are consistently topping themselves at top 5 or even getting the kill volume way up high than before. They have been going all out this week. But Traitor, who just managed to run away from Rose Esports Syndicate, now probably will walk into the territory of none other than Tonewall Esport. Expert MY relocate themselves, getting them a new compound to work with. Geek Fam is trying to do the same thing too. They are hopping from one compound to the other, making sure that they got every utility-wise to loot up and stocked up as soon as they can, so they can get into the third phase with a very, very fierce looking armor and also weaponry wise stocked up.
Yep, and now we do see here Geek Fam looks like they make a rotation away from the side of Expert MY, trying to, I'm not sure if they know Expert MY is around though, but Expert MY now they're getting into their vehicle. We do see here Sania starting up the engine. Lord is just, well, probably trying to decide whether he needs to get into the vehicle or not, but looks like Sane, it's just a repark of him. Dylan now with the rooftop, aiming out, trying to see whoever is around. Geek Fam is closest to them though, but doesn't feel that they know Geek Fam is there. But Geek Fam may sense it out because of the vehicle just moved out there, so it could be found out by another team. Now the vehicle has just been reparked. Tons of vehicles inside of Expert, but now look at this. Looks like He-Hawks, you see down by Sane, but it does not connect enough, and He-Hawks will make a drive away there. Sane still maintaining his position on top of the roof, being that scout for his team, and now he will hang on to this location for now.
Romeo hovering around this. We have Geek Fam trying to still get themselves one chicken dinner for the day. No! Now let's go, team! we're gonna see new team coming up with a new chicken dinner. Hopefully, Geek fam trying to see if XPERT and War will be taken up by them. We do know XPERT and War have been very aggressive and thirsty for more because Divinity is just behind them though. So if Geek fam overexpose themselves with too many firing, pre-shoots, pre-fires here, it will be actually their deathbed. The same goes for WoW, who got themselves into between Traitor and Rose Esports Syndicate.
And now it looks like Traitor, Miss Rose Esports. Oh, looks like a couple of shots onto the side of Miss Rose Esports there, probably from Tone Wow Esports. And these three teams now, they are in a similar compound, very close with each other. And the next circle we will know now again favors Team Secret. Of course, this is a very kind circle to start with. So if you just get into the middle of the circle, lots of land there, high ground for you to secure yourself. So, well, teams like Team Secret, you'll be fine for now, definitely. Divinity Esports looks like they got themselves into the circle rather early on, so they are fine as well. But now, pressure is on to Traitor Esports, Tonghua Esports as well, wanting to make it into the circle. But then again, a little bit of gatekeeping that happening. EVOS VIP on one side as well. Miss Rose Esports trying to make it a circle, but then again, it's not going to be easy for them because of the number of teams starting to clump out to each other. Now, you see here, Tonghua Esports, they managed to get this compound to themselves, but then again, Brotherhood just below them. The shots do go out from multiple angles. They aren't sure where they are net. Psycho, they do know that Tonghua Esports just arrived in the compound. Thank you so much being a good scout there. The smoke does go out from Psycho. And now Psycho, will you take that shot? It looks like you will take that shot. High now has been sieged down a little bit there. Taking a couple of shots there. Half-Life onto the side of High. And High will need to try to find a good angle that cannot connect his shots onto the side of Net Brotherhood. And now it will be a siege. 1-1 and High now. Close call is combat. High moves it, but then again, he's knocked down there inside the house. It's going to be difficult to say High. Luxy closes the door, tries to find enough cover for his team there. Luxy uses the painkiller. Now it is the moment because the teams will close in onto them. 7 up, looks like he managed to heal up there. And now it is 3 on the side of Tonghua Esports versus the 3 on the side of Net Brotherhood.
Yeah, Brotherhood scouting over this place area right now. Psycho trying to rush it in. He's waiting for the big step. Yeah, will he switch to Micro Uzi next? Yes, he is trying to flush it out, but a little bit too late. Tonghua Esports already left the vicinity. They have left the building. Psycho is not happy about this. Still spraying over. They're trying to get back the revenge on Altai. They are apparently really salty about this, but it gives them a lot of room to work with. Team Secret managed to get well, who happens to walk into their place now. This is not a great start. Clumped up between two sandwich Pandek now after running from Alliance now going to the Dragons one next. Team Secret managed to get one down where they will go for Tonghua Esports. Bosskurr managed to turn it around. Team Secret, you high. Knocked back by, oh my goodness me, Pandek getting on more of that kills there, securing kills on Yuhai. And now Team Secret getting the backs on Bosskurr. Bosskurr hovering around Tonghua Esports. Net is still going for WoW as well. So who will be down first here? We're looking at Team Secret going for his teammate. That's what's more important. Saving your teammate, making sure your survivability is longer. But iShot being finished off by Bosskurr again. This is not a great start off point for Matoy. He has no clue which direction that shot coming out from. And there you go, Palex tapping that. That's really, really cheeky. Coming out from Palex it is. And WoW is in the middle. This is the best place you can be when you are Bosskurr. They can see 2 teams at a time. And Palex keeps his taps on so many teams. But hopefully Karma didn't hit him back right in the face later on.
Oh, Bosskurr, they are still within the circle. The circle just closed in there, and they are still within the circle. Check this out. Palex has level 3 of everything with decent amount of utilities at his disposal. So Palex is in a good location. Plus, they have a little bit of high ground there, and there you go. Dragon Ball 7. With it 4 times go again. What are the chances? What are the odds here?
What's the point of having a Dragon Ball Savage there? Yeah, it's a rocket launcher or whatever, but it's not going to help any of these teams. Why it's in the airdrop? Please make an airdrop as a Micro Uzi instead. But Yoodo GANK back to the game. Fredo with his really happy, well, we can see Christmas team days here. Hopefully they can change the honk sound. I would really love to see that going on. Level 3 of everything except for the vest kind of chip it quite a lot. Might just shred it if he got showered with a bullet rain after this. But well, Palak is still being cheeky guy and naughty at that. And now Expert MY will be his crosshair victim. After taking down a couple of Secrets members, he's going for more. Look at that, level 3 of everything except for kills. So the first one to be out is ESG. Geek fam only have one member left. Secret 2 members with no kills. There you go. He can tap it out if he wants, but for the right opportunity here, making sure that he can get that crosshair landed right on headshot. Romeo, will he? Oh, he needs to move now, Romeo. There you go. Alex having the patience going on. The moment they are facing the wrong direction, that's where Romeo taken down. Oh, Alex, he knows when is the right time to take the shots here. At the same time, that divert attention straight on his side. Palex is knocked down here. Lord Dylan and Sen is not happy. They want to rush in. Brother is having that side covered for Palex. Now he can open up the smokes. The rest of Team Bosskurr is really going in. At the same time, they are hesitant. Brother, he's trying to revive his teammate while Pinda is still wrestling with the structures because Rose Esports Syndicate's trying to flush them out. There's 2 teams going against one Bosskurr. Stop in the middle, thinking that knows too much in somebody else's business. Just gonna make themselves whip back in the ass.
Oh, okay. Whipping back now is definitely Miss Rose Esports, Baby Jim, as well as his teammate now. They do have themselves in this compound just behind where Bosskurr was at. It looks like the spray does go out from the other side. Baby Jim tries to find a good angle here. He has a Micro Z though. So Micro Z is, we all know, very good to be used in a close quarters combat. And looks like Sane has taken out Palex. Palex was a really good long shot player just now, but unfortunately has been taken out by the side of XP. And now Bosskurr pain deck here, just waiting for the right moment. But when is the right moment? Now it's not going to be easy for them because they don't have the numbers. Only 2 team members from the side of Bosskurr still alive here. They are Miss Rose Esports in front of them. Behind them is Expert MY. But good news is that these teams, they are still within the circle, so they can still chill out there. I can't say the same for Last Survivor, EVOS VIP, and the other teams who are still outside of the circle and they need to make their way into the circle. Divinity Esports, they are still in the middle of the circle at this point. So that's good news for them as well. But they do have Team Secret really close by to them. And now these 3 teams, they are locked down to each other. Just look at this bird's eye view at this moment. It's a straight line here that we can see. So, and there's a lot open at the moment. Any of these teams actually go out, they will be spotted from multiple angles. And it's just like free kills, like, hey, come and shoot me. Hey, 3 points. And there you go. My best trial of trying to make a I wouldn't call it sitting duck situation. Okay, I don't know what to call it. But then again, here we go. Pain deck, just waiting for the right moment. When it's the right moment, maybe in the next circle.
Yep, at the same time, look at that. They are charging right in. Rossi this territory. They charge in with a vehicle there. Pain deck trying to hold it on as much as he can. Throwing that Molotov right in that small window. Pain deck will be charging in a multiple angle here. Fredo on the other hand also engaged in Rossi Esports Syndicate. Trying to get Pain that he will be the last person to be out. They place themselves at the top 14 there. 40 placement net on there, then spraying to wall Esport, flushing them out on this building. And now 1 person left and inside. They will trap and they will be trapped net here. They need to get out now or they will be flushed out instead. And the rest of Turnwall Esport, Yoodo actually just now being knocked down by a play zone. I really need to see where this circle going on. There you go. Divinity smack right down in the middle there. Team Secret and the rest of oh my goodness. That was a nice direction time going for Luxy 98. Spraying straight on that Tony Wow Esports. And another one. Then another one. Psycho. Just keep on getting it. Pinning down every single member. While the team on Yoodo's side, Fredo, trying to survive against so many teams. Yeah, Blue is closing in, and still Hobbs is there. That's around the corner. He managed to get it, but Fredo have to bow down this time. We're down to 11 team only. That's going so fast at this rate. Everybody just have to squeeze in and That last survivor getting on EVOS VIP. Marchoy going on the second story here, hoping that he can survive as long as he can. Kind of pumped up sandwich between teams Tara and also Bigetron. There's also Divinity on their next, and XPERT MY in the same vicinity.
Oh, although Team Secret had a bad start, but they are still hanging on to top 11 at this point. And I do see there, Juggernaut looks like he's been knocked down on the other side for DivinityEsport, and a lot of teams starting to clump up with each other. This is an urban siege, ladies and gentlemen. Biu looks like he has eyes on teams, so actually coming in at this point, trying to relocate himself to a good position. But where is a good location? It's not going to be easy for him to decide. But if anyone knows anything about urban warfare, it will be Team Secret here. Biu looks like down to 10% there, still surviving, trying to run out to the next floor. He needs to find room for him to recover himself. The smoke will go out there as a distraction outside of the room when he will get into one of the rooms to recover himself. And looks like Crucifier is still surviving with the side of Divinity, but they are right smack in the middle. Everyone, and no Muffin! Oh no, Muffin! Managed to take out Biu sent back out to the lobby. Only like 5% life on the side of Muffin. That was so unfortunate for Biu.
And this is going down so fast, up to the point we're now down to top 10 teams. It's just the 6th phase here, not really just. It's already in the 6th phase. 7th phase coming up very, very soon. And BB will place themselves at 11th placement here. Got themselves a 1 point only for the positioning, but in terms of kill points, they still got racked up quite a lot. Traitor managed to take down EVOS VIP, returned back by Jazz there. And he managed to secure the kill on Ninja. They managed to almost wipe the whole team, but a couple of members still left there for Traitor Esport, EVOS VIP, trying to help as much as they can to survive and trying to revive their teammates on point. Hopefully they can make it on time because Traitor outside still there. Outside's always the last one survivor team. Traitor. Bigetron tried to go for it for Divinity. Tara going against last survivor. XPERT MY trying to butt in wherever they can. EVOS trying to climb themselves down. Outside just playing the healing game. Net crawling in, coming up behind there. And now it's down to less than 10 teams, probably very soon. 30 players are alive, some of them not even having full squad. And now, Michael, Sally already make sure that they know their presence is already known by VIP squad. Arov and the rest of Bigetron there, Sally and the rest of Bigetron are trying to locate this side of EVOS VIP. But now Divinity is kind of in a sandwich situation again. Tara squeezing Bigetron in between them. XPERT MY trying to get Tara's side. Ned getting on Rose Esports ticket, who's not even in the circle.
Oh, looks like pressure on to get into the circle for a number of teams there. Really, Bigetron is just playing by the edge of the circle. Rocky does have eyes on the other teams outside of the circle right now, trying to get in, but it's not going to be easy for them because, let's see here, it's not a good angle, firstly, for Bigetron, and secondly, there will be tons of teams actually sieging for all different angles, so it's not going to look good for them if they continue to stay there. Lyrian pops out the revive onto the side of Muffin. Ziggs now knows that Tara is on the other building, and the grenades do go off on the side of Ziggs. Ziggs still hold on to his micro Uzi, the precious micro Uzi NSP now from below this large compound, just trying to find a good angle. Pew just behind him. Ziggs looks like he will go for the rush in, and Ziggs managed to get a kill off. Beautiful play onto Lyria. Now Ziggs may get a second one. He is reloading. He is getting ready. The communications do go out. And now Ziggs just going through the smokes, trying to find the target, but it's not going to be easy. Oh my goodness! Oh, Muffin taking on the revenge onto Ziggs, and will finish it off and send him back to the lobby. We are now down to 9 teams left.
One member for still hot just outside of circle. The rest of trying to fight themselves on the west side. That is a nice from the rest of VIP Putra. Bigetron are having a hard time coping with this. Heikel and the rest of EVOS VIP are well, and they are trying to take this one out. Will they finally get themselves one chicken in of 4 at least this week? Divinity will try to squeeze in too. Last survivor have a couple of members there, 2 of them going against Tara. XPERT MY waiting for the right moment, still sitting this one out, still hot. Just at the outside in the blue, playing the healing game, hoping another team to go out. We're down to 8 teams now, and still Pon holding on to himself, healing. EVOS and Bigetron going at it. Divinity is taking their time. And there it goes down to 7. Still Hearts will be placing themselves at number 8. Zolly waiting for the micro Uzi. They are hesitant to place themselves down on the first floor here. Punking a blue a bit and now going outside of the building. They have to force themselves out. They are not inside of the circle. Like it or not, they have to move their hands, feet, or whatever they have left. Lots of them have to hop around that wall on the other hand. And Tara already got down, couple of knockdowns there. Lynx is the only survivor for now. EVOS going in for Divinity first. Divinity being one up. Christopher, Bigetron going in, and EVOS taking first. Jazz going for more. It's 1 versus 1 on top here. And apparently, crews are being exit by Jazz. Sorry for that. Bigetron going in. And now XPERT and Y. Zolly is down. We're down to top 5 already. XPERT and Y taking down Bigetron. Lots of effort going for EVOS. This is multiple war going at this right time in the right place because I love this. Everybody just going on, bullying each other, massacres all over the place.
Massacres all over the place indeed, and not good for Divinity. They bowed out at about 7th or 6th place earlier. Now Sane looks like he will go into the compound, try to find his target. Haiku will need to save his teammates, but looks like he's letting go of his teammates because the blue zone is closing in. And now Sane will try to find the right angle, but they get all shots onto Sane now, taking a couple of damages there, but Dylan managed to save Sane from the other angle, from behind, coming in at the space. Oh, but Ned is outside there. Ned do see Sane now. They are in trouble. Psycho prepping out the grenade. Dylan will be thrown onto his side, and now the grenade will let it. Oh, that knock from Luxy onto Dylan. That beautiful nade. And now Sane looks like he's in trouble as well. Lord will be knocked out and sent back to the lobby. Sane a little bit more there. There's nothing much you can do onto Dylan. Yes, there's smoke, but oh, there you go. You just have to show yourself to Psycho, and now Net Brotherhood, you're in prime position at this moment. You have this vehicle as a barricade. You have that stone. You have some vegetation. You have some trees. Oh my goodness. We are now down to top 3 teams. Psycho will start to throw out the next grenade here. Does have a Molotov left that he can use, but last survivor R2K. We are now down to top 2 teams. They do have prime position right now.
Oh my goodness me!
Congratulations, Net Brotherhood!
That was a nice coming up, a clutch coming from Net there, wiping 2 teams at one time. But actually, it's the blue finish of Tara. This is team for Net Brotherhood there. It was a very close call for most of these teams. It has been a really chaotic moment. The moment it was a 6th phase there, everybody just tried to squeeze themselves into the circle, and that's where the wrestle happened. Everybody grind each other out, making sure that they will take every team possible. And it was really a chaotic state that I don't think is a total mess there.
Yeah, it is a total mess, especially in the compound where there were a lot of buildings. That's where actually all the fights happened. And Ned was just outside there like, okay, so you're fighting it out. Okay, just go ahead. Just nade each other, kill each other, whatever that you want to do. We'll be having fun outside where we have created our own barricade. We're behind a good stone. So, well, Net actually, they were in a good position where everyone else was just fighting out with each other. And by the time that they move into the circle, Net will just have like, oh, it's either you are low on your utilities, you don't have any more grenades to use against Net, and then your life is low as well. You need to reload, you need to replenish. Your number of teammates are low as well. Then Net just need to like tap, getting 1, getting 2, and they get everything else, including the chicken dinner for themselves. So Net played this really smart and tactically, I'd say.
Not just that, a couple of nades that's really hit on the spot, perfect and fine grenade timing there, because apparently that nade took out most of a team's HP, and that's how they finish and wipe out most of the teams out there. And by the way, we're looking at a pattern here when it comes to chicken dinner moment, because we're looking at all repetitive teams getting themselves a second chicken dinner within the week. We're not having new teams at all for this day. For today, everybody having themselves the second chicken dinner at least within this week. We're talking about Net Brotherhood, who had themselves chicken dinner on day 1. And then we're looking at Geek Fan got themselves second chicken dinner since yesterday. Yoodo gang is the same as well. Sorry, Geek Fan got themselves a fake chicken dinner. It was rubber one. Team Secret also got themselves another chicken dinner today. No, I think they are the first one to actually not repeating, right?
let's see, Team Secret not repeating. Let's see, Yoodo Gang, they repeated, Bosskurr repeated, and Net Brotherhood repeated for this week. So yeah, Team Secret, was that a signal for Team Secret fans? We still have 2 more games today, just saying.
That's quite true. And the thing is, just now, most of the team being wiped out, especially Team Secret we're talking about, they were kind of far apart from each other. I think they were forced into that situation where there's one team on one direction and there's another one at a different angle that forced themselves to get separated at that point. They have no choice than to go into a different direction. If they are going together, they might just be wiped out quite early on. That's the thing. Sometimes about smaller map like this, we're talking about Vikendi and Sanhok, it's kind of a wild card map because you cannot tell. There are some teams that prefer to drop in a random spot or maybe just not the same spot like before. And just now it was a game that Team Secret had in their circle for Goroka, but it kind of switched the tide over because the rest of the team just have to pin down whoever is actually in the middle of it, which is Team Secret, which have to fight so many teams around them. Same goes for Bigetron. You guys have seen there's no two-way team. There's no two teams that only fight each other. It's always more than 2 teams fighting. More than 3, some of them even 5. We're gonna relive that moment in case you guys miss it in the highlight.
And there you go, of course, a very kind circle to all these teams. Bigetron and Divinity, they meet each other early, but Divinity managed to hang on to their position. Just look at the rotation. Actually, from Divinity, they were way far out, but moved on into the middle of the circle. That was pretty good for them. But look at this, Artai actually was totally out of position. The moment he brought that vehicle there in front on the side of the EVOS VIP, he spotted out, and unfortunately, he had to be sacrificed to the side of EVOS VIP. And now just looking at this compound fight by Traitor, he's really brave. He actually came from the blue zone inside while tanking out the blue zone, so that was a really good play from him. And of course, they got the compound for themselves. And this was a little bit of a stalemate for quite a while. XPERT MY as well as Geek, they know the presence of each other, but they waited for the right moment. And now, of course, looking at Hi here, looks like he managed to get that clear off. That was a pretty good close quarters fight as well. Don't wow Esports, but Net Brotherhood from afar, they do know the expert. Oh, this shot from Palax. We must always remember this. This is an amazing, very patient long shot from Palax. It was really good, but unfortunately, he had to be spotted out and he paid the price for it from there.
Yep, and Paindeck and the rest of Team WoW just now, they thought they can wipe things out, but at the same time, they have been going very aggressive with Bosskurr. We haven't seen them playing like this ever, and this final really pushed them into a corner that forced themselves to go this far. But Tara, on the other hand, kind of got Team Secret all by himself. BUB have no other place to hide or run because they have cornered him every way possible. Bigetron, on the other hand, it was a nice call coming out from that across the map. But at the same time, they're exposing themselves too much with that pre-shoot. And Tara at the same time going against Last Survivor. This is the moment I said everybody was focusing too much team. They have so many things to handle, multitasking, not just one team. We're talking about all teams squeezing in the same direction there. Every corner there must be an enemy's team. There must be somebody. Looking at this, turning onto the left side, there's, if I'm not mistaken, was Tara and the Knight, and Nat right side is none other than Towa or Bigetron. There's always somebody in every angle or every direction, which makes it hard for any team to actually just focus one team. That's how they kind of lost most of their men. But we're going to jump into the standings here with Yoodo Gang at the first place.
Yep, Yoodo Gang now with 61 points at first place. Team Bosskurr still hanging on. Wow, second place with 60 points. Bigetron Arrow 53 points. Net Brotherhood 53 points. XPERT MY Esports 49 points. Team Secret with 42 points. Last Survivor R2K with 42 points. Tara Proyecto X with 37 points. Team Bosskurr, well, they're still doing really well, and I'd say this sort of performance may permit them to come into the top 16, so they need to continue on with this sort of performance. Now, I'm just wondering where EVOS VIP is. They're definitely on PH2, but how have they performed overall in the last map? We would need to see in the standings. We will show up very soon.
But Tara Proyecto X also cannot be too reckless about this because they are actually jeopardizing their position as well. But look at this, ESG Gaming from bottom 16 here with 6 kills, 10 points, 15 placements, still hard. Esports 17 points, 4 kills. DivinityEsport with 5 kills, 18 points, and EVOS VIP going up there a little bit at 13 placement, 9 kills this time, 19 points. Traitor Esport doing a bit better than yesterday. Traitor Esport got themselves 12 placement, 20 points, 4 kills. Rose Syndicate with 11 kills, 24 points, 11 placement. So while Esport 10 placement, 27 points, 13 kills. Geek fam, and why not do well at all too? There's still no chicken dinner. Is it something that to do with the rubber chicken jinx? I don't know, but 11 kills and to the point. Overall, they kind of average decent amount of kills on the second page as well. None of them actually having 0 kills at all. But I do notice Last Survivor, they are playing more placement points instead of kills. They're the only team that not having double digit on first page. We're going over the overall match 4 stats. Bigetron Roki with still 11 kills, not budging from there, and Palex put himself a little bit up at second placement, 9 kills. Same goes for Drax and Jumper, but same drop a little bit on that kills at 5th placement, 8 kills only.
And max kill distance 304 here. It could be one of those shots from Palak that we saw earlier, the patient shot. That could be one of them, but of course this is a sort of map where it allows you to really shoot from a distance as well. A lot of opportunity there, so it could be others as well, but anything could be there. But what's most important is that we can see here Rocky again for Bigetron. I think Rocky is a new inclusion into Bigetron. That's what I noticed there. And Rocky have been really the rock. I can say that he has been carrying the team a lot. Just check this out. First place, number of kills, 11, 2 games in a row in the overall match there. So Rocky is actually playing really, really well, and I would say that he's a really good inclusion.
Not just this, we're talking about overall match stat, which makes Rocky actually, he has 11 kills without budging. That kill means the ones that having lower kills are actually doing the work here. Rocky actually not having extra kills at all in this round. That kind of portray with Palex and the rest of the team actually having the same number of kills, which means the one that didn't get themselves too much kills before are actually performing this round, which didn't get themselves an overall match stat, because this is the moment they actually shine a bit, but still cannot overtake Rocky on that first throne today. Well, we're gonna go into hopping into the 5th match, which is gonna be one of the biggest map there is. Again, Miramar or Erangel. You have to say this. Is it Miramar or Erangel?
It will be the El Clasico Erangel there.
There you go. We have the last map for the best, and we're gonna see that one for the last. But will they take a little bit of a jump here? Especially we're talking about those at the bottom 16 there. You guys know that EVOS VIP not doing well. I do hope I didn't jinx them, but I really pray for their success today, because we have no clue who will be going on for the grand finals. We cannot predict who are the top 16, because apparently, well, you guys know the big names like Yoodo Gang, Team Secret, even Net Brother probably gonna get themselves that slot. But after that is who will it be? Because from the 4th place now, I can say from the 4th place up to the 20th place, there are a lot of shifting going on from up and down the ladder.
Yeah, absolutely, a lot of shooting. That's why all our eyes are on teams like ESG Gaming, on EVOS VIP, on Team Bosskurr, these sort of teams, because these are the teams that really potential will shape out who will get onto the grand finals. Who are your top 16, ladies and gentlemen? So of course, out there, Team Secret fans, I know you're all a bit nervous of, why is Team Secret not performing up to expectation? But don't worry, firstly, they're qualified to the grand finals. Secondly, well, they could be trying out new tactics, because grand finals is where everything matters with you, as long as you're qualified yourself, right? So there you go. So don't worry, Team Secret fans. We know everyone's nervous, so don't worry. Everything's fine on side Team Secret. I'm sure they're okay.
Yeah, we have a couple more days to prove that, as long as they're trying to make it happen and push themselves, going big or going home is really a thing now, because if they don't push with whatever they have, they will lose it quite a lot. Even Bosskurr is showing their fangs today. They've been cornered quite a lot, and now the cornered red really biting every single one out. But we're gonna jump into Game 5 version. Before that, we have to take a break and see you guys after a couple of minutes.
With our name lit up in lights, we are the new kings. This is our time to shine. Set it off like dynamite.
Halo, saya Naoki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Parang daripada tim Yoodo Gang.
Saya Bosskurr daripada Bigetron.
大家好，我是 Team NoRecoil 的 Stone
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya Han X daripada tim Bosskurr.
Ya, saya Emi Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chuchu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Secret Go.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as y'all know that there is a virus spreading around which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moments.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan.
若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda pergi keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okey, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan.
Jikalau anda berbatuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan. Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
Alright everybody, I'm here with Miss Rose Esports! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Tara Proyecto. Beside me, I have Traitor Esports. I present to you Enemy Brotherhood. It's time to play this or that. You guys that are sitting on a chair will be giving you guys 2 options, and you guys have to choose one as fast as you